Hi everybody, my name is Alice and welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a general reading for the sign of Sagittarius. So let's go ahead and see, what does the universe want to tell Sagittarius today? All right, here we go. Let's get some cards. We have 5 of Wands. We have 2 of Swords. We have the Star card. Oh my God. So if you guys have been following me, you know what this card is. This is the lottery card. King of Pentacles, the Hermit, because that's the Hermit character in this deck, and all 4 aces. Every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with every single deck, and for me, this is the lottery card. That just showed up in your guidance and advice from Spirit. Let me get the rest of the cards. 7 of Swords. We have the King of Cups for your opportunity. Oh my God, the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel turns in your favor as an opportunity. Wow, your challenge is the 8 of Cups. Okay, let's go ahead and look around the room. Let me make a little bit of room here. So I had to change my office around so it looks a little different. Second camera might or might not be coming. The person that was going to do it, yeah, so fun. So worst case scenario, I'm going to set up a camera far away from me so you can see me and I'll hold up the cards. I don't know what else to do. I'm not tech savvy. And so until I find somebody, this is what we're doing. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cards and I'll get clarifiers as we go. So this is I'm starting with your current energy. Let me put that down a little bit. Maybe that can be a little better. Sorry. Okay. So we've got the 5 of Wands. We have the 2 of Swords. So recent, past, present, and in your near future, the Star card. So recent past, we're looking at the 5 of Wands. This is the card of drama and strife. So in your recent past, there might have been something that created a lot of upheaval in your life. This could be in relationships, something at work, the death of a loved one. It could be some jealousy, competition. It could be anything like that along those lines. And I'm talking about negative competition, not positive competition. So this is just telling me that there was something that happened in your past. It could be, discussions that got heated. It can be a lot of different things. But that's your recent past. Your present energy is know thyself. So maybe from something that went on, you're having to reacquaint yourself with yourself again. Know thyself. In your present energy, this magic mirror has popped up on your life path and you can't go under it or around it. You need to confront some aspects of yourself before you go further, right? And self-knowledge is some of the hardest knowledge to gain, but this is you taking that time because it really benefits your life to know yourself. Know what you like, what you don't like. If you can, know why, right? And look at, your friends, your family, all relationships that are important to you, looking at career, retirement, your finances, your health. It's like everything in the 3D, your relation to source. This is also your intuition, love. You're looking at maybe habits, behaviors, patterns, eating patterns, behavioral patterns, all kinds of stuff. This is you really looking at yourself in total and what makes you happy, right? What gets you up in the morning? What motivates you? That is your present energy. And then when we look at your near future, it's the Star card. Hope, faith, healing, and renewal. Beautiful energy. This is you reaching for the stars. Maybe you have your North Star, your guiding light. Because when you know yourself, then you know what it is that you want to do. When you know yourself, I think a lot of healing comes in. I think it gives you a lot of support. I think it gives you a lot of self-esteem when you know who you are. And I think that when people around you accept you for who you are, that is really strong. And for me, this is you maybe even reinventing yourself, going on this next chapter. This Star card comes after the Tower. So after, in your recent past, this type of drama and strife, maybe you were having to get some answers about yourself moving forward, and then the healing comes in. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers to get more information. I just feel like a little bit of upheaval happened in the recent past. All right, let's get clarifiers. We have the Three of Wands, the Angel Temperance, Sagittarius. Here you are. You've just shown up in your own reading in a position of strength and power. Wow, let's get the rest of the cards. That was your recent past. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. And right below it is the King of Cups. All right. So he's here twice. All right. Card of drama and strife. That kind of unhealthy competition or jealousy being clarified by you, Angel Temperance, and the Three of Wands. This is you remaining in balance and harmony. So maybe while all of this is going on around you, or you were experiencing it, maybe whether you wanted to or not, this is you really trying to stand in your true authentic self, to stand in that feeling of Sagittarius, of having this balance and harmony, maybe alchemizing any negatives into a positive. Really trying to feel into that. This tells me that you don't really want to go down that road. Maybe you were pulled into something, or it was just a natural incident that happened, or a conversation that just got heated, you know, maybe an argument or a fight or something like that. But this just tells me that you're on track. I think it opened something up in the sense of maybe it opened up some clarity into a person or a situation, and that's allowing you to really get your balance back. I think that helps you realize who you are too, because it's teaching you what your response is to that particular situation that was drama. Then we have the Three of Wands. You're manifesting something, and I think that there's something that you want to go for in your recent past, but drama isn't it, because as I'm looking at the energy of the cards, you really are moving away from drama, but maybe it was you wanted something and somebody didn't want you to have it. Or what'll happen a lot of the times, if you want something and you're going in a direction, and maybe you're raising your frequency, you're raising your vibration, you're coming up with optimism. And if people around you are not of the same frequency, and maybe they're in a lower vibration, or something has happened in their life and it's made them very sad, and you're really happy, they can get jealous and lash out, or maybe they want to sabotage you, not even see you succeed because they're miserable, or for whatever reason, right? Childhood trauma, whatever's coming up for them. But for me, this is saying that you're rolling through it. You're not letting it really interfere with what it is that you're doing. It has affected you, but you're not letting it interfere with you moving forward. You know, you're not a robot. You definitely have feelings, right? So know thyself in your present energy is being clarified by the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. This is why I'm saying that you're feeling it, because I think whatever took place hurt you a little bit. And so now you're just kind of sitting there mulling it over. Whatever that drama and strife is, you're just kind of taking it in and you're thinking about it. Yes, you're in this position of balance and harmony, but again, like I said, it doesn't mean that it didn't hurt you. You're just rising above it. And really, you're doing an assessment right now. You're looking at everything that went on in addition to knowing yourself. And you're really looking at everything. And a lot of this, because it's Pentacles, you're looking at the 3D. Not so much spiritual stuff. You're really looking at your finances, friends, family, so relationships, work, career, retirement, location, housing. It's kind of everything in the 3D right now, your health. And that is something that you are really looking at very powerfully, because there's something that's going on that you're not feeling very good about. And when you lower yourself in that vibration, that's when the blockage occurs, because you don't want to get hurt again. Or, you know, it's just something you're having to work through. But when you do lower that vibration, that's when you miss a gift and blessing from the universe. And that's a new beginning. So that tells me that it's something that you're going through right now. And you're going to shift, because when we look at your near future, you have done that shift, right? So we have the Star card, that hope, faith, healing, and renewal. And that healing, remember, it comes after the Tower. It's a healing that's coming in for you. And it's being clarified by the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. Sagittarius, you're not letting it hold you down. It's just something you went through. This is you bringing your cup of love forward. You're not letting anything stop you, and you have a very high emotional IQ. This is allowing you to move forward with what it is that you want and desire in your life. What do you love? What's your spiritual connection? And on an intuitive level, you know what that is already. This is just an incident I feel that happened, and it needed to shine a light on something, whether it's an incident, and it could be shining a light on who that person or incident was, and it shines a light on you because you see your reaction and you see your place in it, because it looks like you were pulled into something. But know thyself, you're really taking a good look at it. And I feel like you're not trying to hide it or sugarcoat it, and that's good. You want to try and get as much clarity as you can. But again, it's not stunting you. You've got a high emotional IQ and you're moving forward. Every night's on a mission, and you're on a mission. You're on a mission to find love and healing. Maybe you released someone that was negative and toxic from your life, from that incident, and that's freed you up. And now you know what you don't want, right? It could be something along those lines. All right, that is your current energy. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. And we have 3 cards, and I'll pull clarifiers as we go. The lottery card, King of Pentacles, Hermit, all 4 aces, 7 of Swords, and the King of Cups. So the King of Cups on my table is right above it too. Same card, different deck. This is obviously the traditional deck. So first card, guidance and advice from Spirit. King of Pentacles. This is you knowing your worth and value. So Spirit is saying, stand strong. Know who you are. Know your resources. Know the people that are resources, your finances, maybe possessions. Also know your own knowledge is a resource. Your energy is a resource for you. Your friends, your family, everything is kind of like a resource for you in a positive way. I'm not saying that in a negative way. It's you knowing like who can you rely on, you know, who and yourself too. You want to know your knowledge. This is you really enjoying your life right now too. And he's with the Hermit. So this is allowing you to really gain a lot of insight into yourself. If maybe you're looking for answers, because that know thyself, you are looking for answers in that present energy. Spirit is saying this is an excellent time to go deep, that you would really benefit from that. This King is also practical, grounded, stable, secure. He likes structure in his life. And again, it's everything in this earthly realm. And I think that that's something that's really grounding you right now. There's something about you needing to feel grounded. And I think that this is really helping you. Because Hermit is also earth energy. That's Virgo energy. Then we have all 4 aces. So that's going to be the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. That Ace of Swords is giving you tremendous clarity right now. There's something that's coming in for you, or that you've already seen, that's giving you a lot of clarity in your life. Grab it. It's the sword of clarity, of victory and success. It is the sword of communication. And a lot of the things that have come in for you, I think, are allowing you to have these aha moments about yourself and your relationship to the environment around you. Then we have that Ace of Cups, and that is the ace of love, your emotions, your intuition, your connection to source, your subconscious mind. This is allowing you to really have a new beginning in love, and whether it's going to be in a relationship, whether it's going to be in a career or a hobby or getting a pet. Maybe it's your new relationship with gardening, right? Whatever it is that is beautiful to you, it's opening that door. Maybe it's a deeper connection to source, trusting your intuition more. It could be all the above. I never limit it to just one thing. Then we have the Ace of Wands, which literally means out with the old, in with the new, a passionate, enthusiastic spark and new beginning. So out with the old, maybe that's the drama. In with the new, it's that star card, healing and renewal, or anything else that's coming in for you, and a passionate new beginning. Well, you have 4 aces. Those are 4 new beginnings. And I just want to remind you, your opportunity is the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of new things come in. This is luck and right timing. So a lot of beautiful things coming in for you. And I'm not even done pulling the clarifiers. Then we have the 4th ace, which is the Ace of Pentacles, which is this King's Ace. That Ace of Pentacles is literally a golden opportunity that's presenting itself to you. And it's based on all the seeds that you've planted. Something is going to show itself. Maybe it's through a connection. Maybe it's through you doing work in a certain area. Now something's come up, or maybe you're just manifesting it in, because don't forget, you've got the card of manifestation here. So let's get some clarifiers. And well, actually, let me get the other card. I got ahead of myself. So we're looking at the Seven of Swords, because this card is so loaded. Really, King of Pentacles, Hermit, all 4 aces, that's 6 cards. It's the lottery. So the Seven of Pentacles, I mean Swords, excuse me, 7 of Swords. I've got Pentacles on my brain now because of that King of Pentacles. This is the card of strategy. It's also the card of deceit, something also going on behind your back. And in this deck, it means potential outright theft. That could be theft of intellectual property. That could be theft of your inheritance, of money, housing, some type of a contract that went south. You know what? This could even be someone stealing your man or woman. They're gone behind your back and they've wooed them, right? I mean, it can really be deep. But this, you can see they're literally stealing something. But this card, because it's swords, thoughts, words, and ideas, it can be the card of gossip, something going on behind your back that's toxic and negative. So it is coming up in the guidance and advice from Spirit, which tells me that it might be going on behind your back, or if you're the one doing it, to stop. But it is telling me that it is very present in this energy. Then we have the King of Cups, and this King is the one that goes deep, very high emotional IQ. Get in touch with your emotions. How do you feel about certain situations, people, places, things, ideas? This is you getting in touch with those emotions and your relationship to the environment around you. Trusting your intuition, trusting your connection to source, and really stepping up to the plate. I think that it's really important for you in this reading, which is interesting, that you're really in touch with your emotions, that's bringing about some healing for you. All right, so it's not being in denial. It's really getting that kind of clarity. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. We've got the King of Swords. Talk about clarity, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Empress, we have the Page of Cups, we have the Moon card, and we have the 8 of Swords. Okay, so King of Pentacles, Hermit, all 4 aces, being clarified by another King, the King of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So it is this King's night. And every night is on a mission, but I'll get to I want to do the King first because this card came out and then this card. This is you really getting that clarity. And it's working in tandem with this Ace of Swords. So it really behooves you right now to be crystal clear in your life. So if you need to spend more time getting to know yourself, then do it. If you need to spend more time looking at situations and understanding it to get that depth because of the Hermit, do it. If you need to understand some deep-seated things about yourself, do it. If you need to see a counselor or someone else to help you, help navigate that, do it. It's an excellent opportunity for you to do that. Clarity will allow you to make smart, educated decisions in your life. Use your critical thinking. It is just something that is really lining up for you. And that is transformational. And that ties in with that Star card. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. And like I said, every knight is on a mission, and his is to bring an opportunity forward. He's looking for structure. This is going to be anything in this earthly realm. But he is slow and steady, wins the race. One steady foot in front of the other. Remember, his horse is not even moving. That's how slow he's going. Earth is a slower moving suit versus fire, right? Or air. This is a slower moving energy, but he doesn't want to make a mistake. So as he's moving forward, he's kind of taking everything in. That is you looking at your clarity as you're moving forward. And that is something that's going to bring you success. There's something about you not moving fast right now. There's something about keeping this pace slow that's allowing you to start building up inertia to do something special. Then we have the 7 of Swords, and that is being clarified by the Empress and the Page of Cups. This is you tapping into your inner beauty. That, to me, this is you figuring out what's going on and you're rising above it. You're not taking the bait. And if somebody is stealing something from you, this is one of those moments where, you know what, you're adult, you realize that you're going to be calling the police or doing whatever it is you need to do, and you're just going to go through the motions and take them to court, sue them, have them arrested, whatever it is that you're going to do, because you're in the right. And this is you just realizing that that's a necessary evil of what it is you have to do, because she doesn't have to work hard, because all four queens are inside her, and those queens worked hard. Now life is easy for her. If somebody is stealing from you, they've already taken it. You know what? Instead of letting it go, this is you picking up that phone and trying to get them held accountable. Now, depending on what state you live in right now or what country, because the world's been turned upside down, some law enforcement might enforce something and others are going to look the other way. And that's just unfortunately a fact that we're seeing in the world right now. But this is that energy of you doing what is right. You are doing what is right, and you're trusting your intuition, your inner knowing, your inner beauty, because in the end, you are definitely doing something that is divinely aligned with the universe. This is fair dealings as far as that goes. So you are doing what it is that you need to do to protect yourself and your realm. Then we have this Page of Cups, and this is about you being creative and enthusiastic about doing something new. And I think that it is a positive move away from this card of deceit, that you are choosing love. Instead of fear, instead of anger, instead of hate, you're choosing love. And she's all about love. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. This is the energy that's coming through that's represented by the card. You're choosing love. You're rising above it. Does that make you weak? No, it doesn't. Remember, she's the one that's going to pick up the phone and get the authorities to do something, kind of energy. But what it does do is it allows you to not lower yourself, lower your vibration to somebody else's level. So what I do like about this is that, there's still going to be retribution, but you're not lowering yourself. You're going through the motions, and I like that. But you are choosing love over that, and you're being creative about it, spontaneous. Maybe you're going in a different direction. You're not letting it interfere with your life. It happened, and now you're moving on. Then we have this King of Cups, and that King of Cups is being clarified by the Moon and the Eight of Swords. So there's a lot of things that are not clear for you right now, and getting in touch with your emotions will help you think clearly and see clearly, because I just feel that maybe you shut down an aspect of self with everything that you've gone through, because remember, he's got that blockage. So it allows you to get to know yourself because of the blockage and see what it is that you want to do. This could be you over processing thoughts in the mind, but you don't see that Eight of Swords. And the Moon card, you're not seeing something that is right there. So this is allowing you to get in touch with your intuition, get in touch with your emotions, and really ask, like, what is going on with me? How do I really feel about something, right? And really take a good look at it. And I think that some honesty about how you really feel will shed a lot of light on know thyself and everything else that's been going on here, especially with something going on behind your back. Again, it's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but this card did come up. All right, that is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now let's go ahead and look at your opportunity and then your challenge. Your opportunity is the Wheel of Fortune, luck and right timing. This means the wheel is turning in your favor. It's up to you to grab it. How phenomenal as an opportunity. You already have the lottery card, and now the wheel. Wow. A lot of changes for you, Sagittarius. Then we have the challenge. The challenge is the Eight of Cups. So is the challenge impossible? No. The challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it to achieve it. And when you do, it's incredibly rewarding. Your challenge is the Eight of Cups. This is you overcoming the loss of something that you love. They are suffering from a type of unrequited love. And they're caught up in their own pain. They don't even see the other person that's here. They're just wallowing in their own misery. That's that green swirling mist. It's a deep, dark depression. There's something that maybe you lost that you truly love. This could be the death of a pet, a loved one, a career, a dream. You know, there could be the loss of something. You know, I live in Florida. Maybe you lost your home in a hurricane, right? It's the loss of something that you really loved, but it's in the challenge position. So let's get clarifiers and get more information about that. Need to make some space. Okay. All right. So we have the Emperor. We have, wow, with the 7 of Cups. Then we have the 9 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so with this Wheel of Fortune and your opportunity, it's being clarified by the Emperor and the 7 of Cups. This is you being a boss. Luck and right timing, this bad boy is grabbing this wheel. This is the Emperor. He is willing to fight for what he wants at a moment's notice. That's why he's got his armor underneath his robe. This is you being a leader, a boss, and totally taking charge of your life and the realm, right? Remember, the Empress is already here in the guidance and advice from Spirit. So talk about a power couple, guidance and advice from Spirit. And now here's the divine masculine counterpart with the Wheel of Fortune. That is you actively grabbing it. That is beautiful. That tells me there's something that you desire, that you want, and you're willing to go for it. With the 7 of Cups, you still need to get clarity. There's something about you not being able to see something. You know, you don't have your clarity on something. So I think when you spend a little time looking at something, and maybe it's a lot of time for some of you, wait until you have clarity before you make a big decision. Because I just feel like there's something you need to see. Because remember, the universe will present you with good and bad opportunities. It's up to you to use your discernment to see what is right and appropriate for you. That's your opportunity. Your challenge is the 8 of Cups. Now, it doesn't have to be unrequited love, but that's the example I'm giving for the card. But it's something near and dear to your heart that you've lost. So that is your challenge position. So how do you overcome the challenge? Well, this tells me that you're worrying a lot about it. We've got the 9 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. This is known as that never-ending nightmare, and they start to stack up on top of each other like a ladder. This is telling me that you're having a hard time processing something. Maybe you're over-processing in the mind. And not only do you not see something, maybe you're over-processing here too. So taking a look at your thoughts, gaining that clarity, and really coming to terms with this over-processing of the mind. This is traditionally a fear-based card, so there might be something that occurred that has triggered something that's maybe a memory or some type of childhood trauma or adult trauma even. Then we also have the Knight of Wands. This is about you really rushing in with your will, your determination, I think your passion. A knight is on a mission. And so for me, I think that if there's something you're really passionate about, it's for you to go for it. Because I think that when you're experiencing this kind of loss, and it's cups, so it's your emotions, and you're over processing in the mind. So it feels like maybe for some of you, you've taken a big hit as far as that goes. And maybe it was something that didn't work out or something that really hurt you. When you figure out what it is that you want to do and you're locked in on target, this is you just going for it. It's moving away from this type of energy, this type of pain, frustration, hurt, over processing, and maybe stress or anxiety. You're going in a different direction. So when you have your clarity, that's where you're going, and you're moving away from this. And that's evident in the energy here, because remember, your near future is the Star card. You are going for hope, faith, healing, and renewal. You are moving away for that. So that is your challenge. So that's your opportunity. That's your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. All right, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you for today. If you could, as always, please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment if this resonates with you. And definitely leave a comment and let me know where you're watching from, because I'm getting ready to travel and I'm taking a tally. So definitely let me know. And you can always hit the notification bell also when you want to see these videos come out. I do go live every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you'd like to see me there. And what else to tell you? I'm also running a special if you'd like to book a reading with me or messages from your loved ones where I use my mediumship. Definitely go ahead and take advantage of that sale. It is 15% off. Link is in the description below. It'll take you to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and there you can go ahead and book your services. I also have gift cards and packages available and some new services, so definitely check that out. Deepening your intuition, if that's something you're looking to do, one-on-one lesson for that. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now.